Hey y'all, how's it going? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of a new series I'm gonna add to my video lineup. It's Iyanla, Fix My Life. It's a story of Neffe and Sulo, aka Shelby. Now, I'm just going to little thing about it is that I had never watched Iyanla before. I have seen it, and I just thought that it was not good for me, so I had never given it a chance. But I say, you know what? Let me decide to watch it this past Saturday, and well, I watched it today when I recorded it, and now I realized that this is a really good show. It just explains the different deep issues that people go through, and how Iyanla, the coach, is trying to help them navigate their lives and see and find a solution to their problems. Not every solution will be helped. Some things is still so destructive. Like this episode was so destructive that she had to walk out. I explain that to them in a minute. But she came back and talked to them and said, you know what? Y'all need to work on yourselves. Because sometimes that's a lot of things happen. A lot of people come with a marriage so baggage that they keep that in a marriage. And then it's so explosive is that they not letting it go and it's hurting the person they with. But let's just backtrack. So this is a story of Neffe and Shelby. Right? Neffe and Shelby used to be former reality TV stars. I think we first met Neffe, which I think she's Keisha Cole's sister. Yes, she's Keisha Cole's sister, and it was in Keisha Cole when she had family business, when she had her drama. That's when we met Neffe. So Neffe and Shelby used to be former reality stars, and they married. They been married for 6 years now. So this is a return. This is the second time because they first went to Iyanla first, and last season, whatever, and they had just to say issues about their marriage. And then she gave them an assignment, and they worked on that. And well, I don't think they really worked on it, but they back to get the guidance again because what happened last time didn't work out. So they back again. So Iyanla met with Neffe first for I guess they talked for 2 hours. Since things was sad to hear that I had to write down notes on. So if I look at my notes, I'm trying to give you everything that I got for this thing, and then give you some of my opinions about it. Now, Neffe explained to us that they live in the same house, but they're not sleeping together. And Iyanla was like, what happened since the last time we met? And any progress was going on. Because she gave them 2 assignments. She gave Neffe 2 assignments. The first one was unpack your baggage. Face the issues you're going on in your marriage and address that. Do not bottle it up. Address the thing. And she said that what she's trying to do is that she went to counseling. And she said it had been helping her a lot. And she said how long she been counseling. She's been in counseling for 4 or 5 months. Iyanla said, why you haven't continuing? Why after 5 months? She said her insurance didn't cover any more counseling sessions. Which it sucks that you have to pay for counseling sessions and it couldn't cover everything. That's why maybe you could get a free counselor. Somebody who could help you a few hours a week. 1 hour a week and discuss, and somebody your listening ear. And then the second thing was the scholarship to her workshop, a Wonder Woman workshop to help the women deal with issues, their problems, baggage and stuff like that. Neffe told Iyanla that she did not go, so she did attend an event. So that was that. And she said she don't have to support her family. She could go call and talk to them on the phone and say this is going on, that thing. She don't have that. So yes, she reaching out help for other people outside of her marriage to help her, professionals to help her. Now, last time Iyanla told us that Neffe was some hours late to her session before. And just kind of like disrupt their kind of relationship, because if you will come late to the session, that means you're not taking it seriously. You say you want help, but if you coming late, that's not taking your session seriously. And this time she came 45 minutes late. So she said why she didn't come, and she was saying some stuff, and Iyanla said you making excuses. You make a bunch of excuses of why you're not trying to think. You came to me to get help. But you showing you coming late is still the same thing you did before. So That was that, right? And she explained to us a situation that happened in a hotel room. She said it's no love, they don't talk, they already toxic for each other. And it said, why is they toxic? What's going on? So she said she had a conversation with somebody on the phone, a friend that she knew from way before she met Shelby. And the conversation she had, she said the little attention she get, it makes her want to get him over sex. Basically said it makes him want her to suck his dick. And I guess he heard that and he blew up. And I said, I want to stay. I want to stand. I will definitely understand where Shelby coming from. And like, you have a conversation. Y'all supposed to be married, and y'all in this relationship. Y'all trying to work things out, and you say some things like that. You want to get somebody ahead because of the attention you getting. Understand? Yes, if you don't get attention in your own marriage, sometimes people does go out and reach out attention from somebody else. So when men not getting attention at home for his wife, and or the wife not getting attention for her husband, sometimes they look out for other people to get them attention. If you're not getting them love, you're not talking to them, you're not hearing them out, you're not listening to them, you're not being affectionate, they go out to look at for somebody else. So that's a clear sign that it's something broken at home. But if you're in a house together and y'all have a conversation and then you tell your husband out loud that, oh, the little attention he give me make me want to suck his dick. Yes, nobody want to, yes, they're going to have an argument. Nobody going to take that lightly. Nobody going to really, like, what? Why you would say some things like that? And Iyanla was taken back. She said, what brought about? Why you want to say things? Why you want to suck his dick? And if y'all trying to work this out. It was not done that. And she said it's a lack of commitment. They have a lack of commitment. And they have separated for 5 months. Now, she explained also about that she went to get help for a diagnostic, right? And they dual diagnostic her with bipolar disorder, and also I guess it was substance abuse because she abusing drugs. So that's a dual diagnostics. And she drinks to amplify her problems. So Neffe does not want to accept that. She does not want to accept that, the fact that she has a disorder. Because I don't know, maybe a lot of people in the community, in our black community itself, and maybe a lot of other community as well, feel like if you be diagnosed, you worthless, you are sick. They don't want that stigmatization that, oh, you have a disorder, either you need help. They don't want that. They want to feel like they invisible. They have it all under control. They don't need help. They don't need to take medications. They don't need a diagnostic, because as soon as you have that diagnostic on your table, in your file, you be labeled as a cripple. You be labeled as stuff. It's so much stigmatization of this that you were willing not to accept the fact that you have this disorder, and they're living with the truth that you know you have it, but you try to ignore it. So by ignoring it, it still creates more issues in your relationship because you're not facing the reality that this might be you. So Iyanla trying to get Neffe to understand that, what about if you do have this? Iyanla was like, the signs that Neffe shows that she one time she be up and down explosive behavior is contributing to her failure of her marriage. So if you go for this help and they tell you may have this diagnostics, but you're not accepting that, so why you go there to help in the first place? And she said, no, I don't want to take no medication because I took it in the beginning and it made me look like a zombie. I heard stories people say that the medication you take make you feel like a zombie, that you so strung out. They make it like, what's going on with you? You sluggish, you moving slow. They all side effects of medications like that. But at the same time, if you're fusing medication and any other therapy and stuff to help you with your disorder, then you are damaging yourself and your marriage. And you want to help save your marriage, but you're not helping it at the same time, because you're not facing the fact that you itself might be damaged. So Neffe is not going to accept the reality that she may be bipolar. She knows she drinks a lot. She knows she depends on alcohol to help her pain, but the bipolar disorder is something that she's not willing to accept. She's showing the signs, and she's explaining the signs really well, but she is not accepting the fact that she has it. So as long as she accept that, or at least consider that that's a possibility that she has this disorder, then ain't no sense for her to be working on her marriage because she's not working on herself to improve the situation. And not only that, she have kids. So if she's not helping on herself, then she can't be any good helping saving her marriage or work be effective to her kids. So that was that for Neffe, because I guess they talked to her for like 2 hours or something in the session. Now that we get Shelby, right? So Neffe went upstairs. I guess Iyanla gave her some homework to do upstairs. So now Iyanla's waiting to talk to Shelby. Now, Shelby said he feel like he about to die, and he had almost near-death experience. And she said, "What's going on to make your near-death experience?" He said he had a bleeding ulcer. Ulcer usually comes related to stress. So he really high stress in relationships. And what we kind of find out, Shelby used to be this quiet, reserved, depressed kind of person. He don't really express his feelings. Dealing with Neffe, he had a lot of things going on in himself that he couldn't speak up. He's not vocal. He wasn't expressive to his feelings. So it caused a lot of problems with himself. Like he can't say what he needs to say. But now, since then, at the flip side now he's very vocalized. He's very angry, and he's very self-aware of a lot of things. And he's gonna express it. He's expressive now. So it's a complete change from when he went from Iyanla first time. Now, after Mr. He's talking, Neffe got out the robe. She said, "No, I can't deal with this. He's lying." All that stuff, like interrupting the session. Now Iyanla was like, "What is going on? Did you do your homework? Go in your room. What the hell he said?" Because he said, "I can't sit here listen to him when he lying to me, saying things that happened that's not true." She said, "What is the problem? He has the right to feel this way. He has the right to express himself. He has the right to his feelings. So you should not be in your feelings about it because he has the right. I talk to you, now I need to talk to him. He has the right to have those feelings and say what he needs to say. You can't shut him down because you feel like he's lying. If he's lying, then we deal with that in the future." But and since then, how I know? I can't know that unless you sit down and you have your other thing. I talked to you 2 hours. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? He said not that. So Iyanla went upstairs. Shelby was quiet for a little bit. He wasn't saying nothing while Neffe was going on her little rant. She went upstairs. She said, "You're supposed to be doing your work. What is he saying that's making you so bothered about what's going on?" She said, "No, because whatever happened shouldn't be saying like that because that's not what it went down." She said, "So what? So what? You supposed to be, if you were so focused on your homework, you would not be focused on what he was saying out there. You should worry about what you're doing and worry about your homework assignment and let me deal with him. He has the right to say what you have to say, and you shouldn't be bothered by what he's saying because that's his feelings. You had yours, and that's his. So stop what you're doing and stop listening to things and mind your business. You wasn't minding your business. If you was minding your business, you would not even think about what he's saying out there, and you would have been focused on your assignment. So mind your business and let her work with Shelby." So then this was Shelby started getting off and so like that. And he said he's not your slave. When they was arguing and before Iyanla took her back to her room, he said, "I'm not your slave, master." "Oh, you're not my yes, master. I'm not your slave, master. I'm free, master." We kept calling her master, which I say, wow. He made it seem like Neffe's the master and he's a slave. It's like that's not what you going through. You shouldn't be calling on a black person your master. Like it is what that. So he went outside, and that's when Iyanla took Neffe to her room. After she was done with Neffe and tell her mind business, work on her assignment, she went outside, and he was saying free, and he said, "What happened in there?" And he said he's just so done. He's like he's so free. He can't deal with that. And she said, "Why are you here?" He said he really let go because when he first talked to Iyanla, he basically said that his marriage is done. He not trying to work on it. Neffe was here to try to work on her marriage, but Shelby is not. So he said he's done with that. So she said, "Why are you here?" he said he needs to learn to let go. And he said he let it go. She said, no, you didn't. You didn't let it go. Because if you didn't let it go, what she said at that room about sucking another man's dick, it wouldn't bother you. If you let go, none of the thing that she's doing would have mattered. You'd have been all checked out. You've been one foot out the door. Anything they say and do will not have bothered you. So obviously you not letting things go because everything they're doing is ticking you off, and you are so bothered by it. And he said, "Now I'm not to sit here and deal with the kids because I was like, listen, even though I'm doing with her, I'm done with her. I'm gonna sit down. It's like I don't want to disrupt the kids' life and show that I'm not around, so I have to be there." I said, "Here's go with the kids. Yes, you have kids, but at the same time, you will not be effective in a relationship, in a marriage, if you are not happy with each other raising your kids. Your kids will understand one day. They may be hurt, yes, they may be upset, but they might understand that if you and your wife is not getting together, if their parents is not together and not effective and not communicating and not love, you're not showing your kids the right way of raising. You're showing them the effective negative aspect of your relationship. That's toxicity. And that's what they're going to experience in their own life, and they're going to trick that in their own self-worth. And when they go in a relationship, they're going to display mirror your image of what your parents is doing. So for all of y'all to move on and do better, you can't use the sake of your kids as your excuse why you're not letting go or you're not bettering yourself, because you're killing yourself. So let that go. Let her go so you can be a better off parent for your kids. So he haven't let go. So everything, and then she asks him to look at her, because he was just like spraying some Bible scriptures, saying that I don't remember what exactly he said, but he was saying something that's kind of screwed up that wasn't right there. So Iyanla gave her scripture herself, and basically it's something that I know thereof because I have family members who like prison their mind and prison their reality of their mind. He made up things in his mind, and it's like affecting his reality, his behavior, that he prisoned himself, that he's not letting go things. And he said that's a toxic behavior. The pain that is there, he's not willing to get that out of him. So he's still reacting to it, and not ignoring things. He's still reacting to it. So until he get this right up here, everything else outside is not going to help him in the long run with his marriage. If you really try to let go, if you really try to let go, then his mind, it should be clear of what your intentions are, why you want to let go. But if you still continue on doing what you got to do, you didn't let it go. So you still are in your mind. You prison yourself. That's what I tell people. So they both somehow is not willing to change. They're not willing to change at all. She's still stuck in her ways. He's still stuck in his little mind mentality. So they both is like not trying to falter. It comes to the point that when she was upset because he didn't want to listen to her, he didn't want to look at her, that took Iyanla off. She's in her own little way. She keep going off with her mouth. It took piss her off. And he didn't want to listen to her. She said, no black man gonna sit in my face and call another black woman a freaking master, not in my presence. Not in my presence. I said, we will not do that. There's not an ancestors to have that. Now our grandmas will not even say that. You will not sit in my face calling somebody else a master. Not nobody else. Not another black person a master. No. Until you get yourself together, I'm done with that. Because you're not willing to change, but not in much for my face, you're calling somebody else a master. And everything. And then she told to Neffe, say, you get yourself together. Because ain't no black woman ain't gonna be out here cursing up the storm, screaming at those fingers in the lungs, showing the whole world the angry black woman syndrome, and that you say you trying to get yourself together. No, this not gonna go down. Y'all need to work this thing out. Until y'all work this thing out, I'm gone. I said, wow. And I don't know. Like I said, I never saw Iyanla say this before, but I don't think she would usually walk out in sessions. So she had to calm herself down, and then she came back, and she said she got to do what she got to do to help those two. So she came back, and this is day 2 of the session. Now, she was coaching. She said she had to coach. She's not a mental health professional. She nothing else. She just a coach and trying to help them guide their lives. So she talked to Neffe first, and she said that You trying to seek for help, but when you get that help, you're not trying to accept that. And she said that before anything happens, before I'm trying to help you dissect your marriage, before anything else, it seems to me when you went to the mental health profession and stuff like that, they diagnosed you with bipolarism and substance abuse. Until you get in terms with that, then nothing else can matter. And then you need to accept the fact that you have these issues. Once you accept the fact you have this issue and this is your reality, because she said something earlier about what was it? She said she don't have the support and she can't wrap around the mind of her own reality. I said, wow. You can't accept your own reality. You can't accept the fact that things are going to happen right now. So you kind of make your out-body experience going somewhere else and not facing the reality that's going on now. And the reality is that you may have diagnostics. You may have a dual diagnostic. And she didn't want to accept that now. And that she went out to help. And now refusing that help because it's so-called something that she feel like she don't need it. And it's just not her. And exactly, it's like it made the opposite. You have bipolarism because you're showing the signs of it. You have substance abuse problems because you're drinking all the time to mask your pain. Till you get help with that, then nothing else is going to help you. And then you need to start thinking about making decisions, whether take a decision without your life with Shelby. Because right now, relationship is not working. It's not going to happen. It's like basically over between those two. So you need to work out how to help you and yourself and your kids without Shelby and being around. And you need to make new choices and decisions in your growth as a person. Not within your family, but also as a person on yourself. Accept the fact and accept the help that's given to you. Now, she talked to Neffe that she had to talk to Shelby. Now, what Shelby is, she said what happened yesterday. He said he went from the state of depression to anger. And it's whole to the extremes, because when you're depressed, you bottle up your anger, you bottle up your emotions, you don't let things go. You keep things in, you don't express yourself, and so you sad all the time, and you don't want to talk, and you have no ability to think, and you have no ability to focus. So, but now he's angry to the point that he is letting things bother him, and he is bothered and ticked off by little things. And until he get that out of situated and help, he can't do anything further to the marriage as well. And Iyanla said that he's addicted to the pain of the dysfunction of your marriage, because you say you let go, but you're not letting go. And the fact that nobody else is killing yourself, you blaming Neffe that is killing you, you blaming your kids' situation that is killing you, that you can't do anything because your kid's there and you need to be there for your kids. Nobody's to blame but yourself, because you are not ready to face the fact that you are somewhat liking the function of your marriage, and you staying in it even though it's killing you. So if you stay in a toxic situation, then it's your fault why you are going to get in this, or you get in this ulcers. It's your reality. It's your responsibility. Sometimes people need to understand that it's not about other people. If you keep arguing, if you keep saying things about the same thing over and over, that she did this, she did to my life, I like this because of this, I like this because of that, I say no. You need to stop thinking that and start thinking about your own life and what you doing to stay in this kind of wrapped up mentality you have, this imprisoned mentality. And she said this word, codependent enmeshment. Codependent enmeshment, meaning that y'all dependent on each other, but y'all dependent on the function and the wrongdoings and the negative emotions in your marriage, that y'all feed it off with each other, and y'all go codependent with each other. Instead of that, is toxic to your relationship, and you're not letting go. Y'all staying into it, and the fact that y'all staying into it and keep feeding off the emotions and the negative and the pain, the function that is killing both of y'all. Not to yourself, it's killing your marriage, and it's killing, and it's showing the kids this how marriage is. We dysfunction, but we love it. But even though y'all say y'all don't like it, but at the same time, y'all not leaving each other. So he needs to get help, because he said you request help, but you refuse it, you resist it. You request help, but you resist it. And it's like a pattern to him. So don't request help if you're not willing to help your situation. So, and you need to work on a mental health professional, because she's not a professional, a mental health professional. She's a coach. You need to find somebody to help you guide to yourself and get over this worthlessness or worthiness that you're experiencing, to get to the better understanding that you are somebody, and you have to think about who you are and work on yourself. And then she said she'll have a brief conversation between both of them. So they sat down, and she did an experiment. They had a glass, 2 glass. It was dirt in the bottom glass, and they poured water in it. She said, this is y'all 2 individuals. Y'all come to the marriage. Y'all both come with some baggage in your marriage. Not saying that your marriage is dirt. You or yourself is dirt, but what y'all bringing is pain, emotions, past experiences, your feelings, anything y'all come in with your own baggage. That's what it is. You both pour your marriage, your individual self into the marriage, and in the marriage it comes dirt. It's not clear. So that means any toxicity, if y'all put it into your marriage, it's spraying together. And this is not good for your marriage. It's not good for your kids. And it was like, so she said, she asked him a question. Do you want to stay married to each other? And Shelby said, you know what? It comes to the point I need to work on myself, and I can't do it and be in this relationship if I don't have better me to be better of this relationship. And Neffe kind of agrees. So Iyanla concluded that this marriage is over. So y'all each apologized to each other and saying that apologize for everything y'all have done to each other. They did. They forgave each other. And that was that. She said you need to love each other enough to let it go. Because sometimes people use this word love as a reason to stay in toxic marriage, to stay in toxic relationships. If you know it's killing you, it's not gonna help. You know it's killing you. You know it's killing your self-worth. You know it's killing your value as a person. You know you're not the same how you was before. You're not happy. You're not loving. You don't love yourself anymore because of this relationship, and it's toxic. You need to love them enough to let them go. You say love is keeping you in a relationship. You said that love is keeping you in a relationship, but at the same time, it's killing you. So why not use the same love to let each other go, to be free? There's no stigmatization of divorce. Y'all worked it out. Y'all didn't know, but it runs its course. So it has a last little recap. Shelby said that he moved out the house. Neffe continued to drink. Neffe says that she stopped drinking. She better herself. She's going to school. He said that in the process of divorce. She said that he's not willing to sign the papers. I said we don't know who's telling the truth, but I said it's the same thing going on after they left. It's like they back and forth blaming each other. Just end the marriage and that's it. Like I said, this was a good, impactful, emotional experience of Iyanla. I will continue to watch the season. It seems like next week will be really good as well. And hope y'all like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me your thoughts about it. How do y'all feel about the episode? Whose side are you on if you're anybody's side? I'm nobody's side. I understand both sides, and I understand that both sides are not working out. So tell me your experience, tell me your story. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.